Hello and welcome to another review by LBAM. I'm Kanan May here with the Battle of Saleucami. We get 5 minifigures, 2 battle droids, 2 super battle droids, and a BARC trooper, a BARC trooper. We also get an STAP, a STAP, a BARC Speeder, and some, barriers or something for the battle droids. So really awesome set. This is from Revenge of the Sith, and I'll just point this out right now. This is not really a scene directly from the films. It's kind of based around the films, so in case you were wondering. The only character in this set we see on this planet that this is from is this character during Order 66. So hopefully you'll be able to point him out next time you see Revenge of the Sith. So without further ado, here's our review of the Battle of Saleucami. First up is one of my favorite clone troopers now, the BARC trooper, the BARC trooper. As you can see, he's got the recon symbol on his helmet. Doesn't really have too much of a mouth grill, as we see in a lot of clone troopers, because he's a special forces clone trooper. His visor is different than most clone troopers, but his helmet is the same as all of these Revenge of the Sith and latter Clone Wars clone troopers. As we can see, he's got nice printing on his legs. This arm is a different color than this arm. He's got a blaster, reconnaissance symbol on his chest, as well as a strap to hold his weapons, his heavy artillery weapons. But in this set, he only comes with a standard blaster. Turn him around. Get nice detail, different than what we normally see on a normal clone trooper. He's got a strap to continue his pattern from over here, and you can see no printing on the back. But take his helmet off, in our normal clone trooper face. So yeah, that is the BARC trooper. Next we have the 2 super battle droids. As you can probably notice, these have plates up under their feet, and I'll go into more detail about them as I get to the set. For right now, I'll focus on the main minifigures. So as we can see, it's the normal molded pattern, which is still pretty awesome after all these years of it being used. No moving legs. The arms do move, and of course it can bend forward. The head's molded up here, and as well as the chest and joints and stuff like that, and we turn them around, and it's hollow back here as to save on molding and stuff for Lego. So that's pretty much it. No special printing or anything, but I will talk about this part of it as I get on with the set. So that is our super battle droids. Next is the regular battle droids. As we can see, it's basically the same battle droid. This one carries a gun, whereas this one's arms are both horizontal. So he can stand on the STAP, and I'll basically review the STAP right now. This is a sticker, obviously, for this detail right here. Some jet fins, blaster cannons, engines. The engines are a different color than normal, and the stick is a lot shorter to keep it looking like it's hovering off the ground, which is different, but as you can see, it still has this plate that we saw on the super battle droid and on the normal battle droid. So yeah, that's the battle droids and the STAP, STAP STAP. Now moving on with the set, we have our barrier for the battle droids. And basically, there is a lot of foliage, different colored foliage than we normally see, because this isn't, of course, an alien planet, which Saleucami is. You see there's this is a sticker for the droids. Turn it around and you'll notice there's these flat tiles, and basically what we do is, because of these at the bottom of the droids, we stick them in here, and we can even put the speeder in one of them, the snap. So it's kind of like they're hiding out in the forest. And we can take the speeder and use the spring-loaded missiles from the set to attempt at shooting the droids, which I will get to in a minute. One thing I want to point out, though, is I've never seen these leaves used before. I don't know if they're new or what, but really nice touch, and I'll be looking forward to seeing these more in new Lego sets. So that is the Droid Barrier. And finally, my favorite part of the set, the BARC Speeder. As you can see, we get a sticker right here. And basically the clone has apparently been counting down how many battle droids he's been killing by scratching them on his speeder. Stickers right here and right here for the control panel. Turn it upside down, and clear piece right here. Skis for the side, wings, I guess. No engine. Sticker there, and yeah, basically a really nice detail with the bricks and with the stickers. Probably my favorite BARC Speeder so far. And something that's really nice about this one is it comes with these new missiles. And they're not like the normal flick missiles. You stick them in, and basically you push down on it and it'll shoot. So I'll set up a battle droid. A super battle droid. Let's see if I can shoot him. And there we go. That's how it's done. So, really awesome. I love these new missiles. They shoot so far, and I am really glad they're putting them in the new sets. So, that is the Battle of Saleucami. Or Saleucami? Yeah, that's it. And, well, now what do I think about this set? Alright, so, probably the part that will draw a lot of people to the set is the reconnaissance trooper, or the BARC trooper. That's really what drew me to the set, and especially the BARC Speeder with the flick missiles. This is actually my first BARC Speeder, so I'm really happy with it, and I'll probably eventually use it in a brick film. The snap I wasn't so pleased with. I got about 3 previous versions, and I like them a lot better, mainly because it's basically the same design as most of our recent ones, just it's lower to the ground, of course, so you can put it in the section to shoot at, but I would have rathered accuracy over play for that. The droids I don't mind as much, especially since you always have trouble with the battle droids, especially falling over with the blasters. So I'm glad they did put that on there, even if it just was for the play function. But yeah, and I thought it was also pretty nice, though, that we got both the bad guy and the good guy versions of their speeders. So that was pretty nice, too. And you can take the speeder off, the snap off its stand fairly easy. A lot easier than previous versions, so that was a plus for it that I forgot to mention. But yeah, the BARC Speeder and the BARC Trooper are what's going to really probably draw AFOLs and TFOLs to it more. The play function will draw more kids, This is also set in a kind of a strange price range, the $15 price range, whereas most sets are between, where the majority of our sets, we see at about $13, which are a lot smaller, and $20. We don't normally get a set in between that, so it's different. It's not a lot here, as you can see, although there are several different parts to it. It's just not big, but I would suggest it to any army builder, especially for the battle droids and for the clone collectors as well, for at least right now, the exclusive BARC Trooper. So I would recommend it, especially for the BARC Trooper. Now for ratings, I would give it a 9 for kids, especially with the play function to be able to set the troops up in the barrier and have them stay there and not really wiggle around and stuff, and be able to knock them down and shoot them with the speeder is a really nice play function, and I'm glad they've included it in. They've been doing that with the newer Star Wars sets. Now for the AFOLs and TFOLs, teens and adults, I would go about a 7. There's not a lot there. The Battle Droid Barrier was not as big as I was expecting, but the BARC Speeder was really what was my favorite part of the set. So, yeah, that's my review of the Battle of Saleucami. Please leave your comments down below, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. This is Ken and May signing off.